Hey, you guys, what's up? I am your host, Tay, and welcome back to All Things Lifestyle. I hope you all are having a great day. I hope you all are doing well. And thank you so much for tuning back in this week. I'm feeling super motivated and productive. I just submitted my paper. I've been working on that all morning. It's about later in the afternoon now, but I was taking breaks, working on that. Working on that all morning, just submitted it, feeling good, feeling motivated and productive. That's like the best. Like once you finish like a task, like you're at work or school, you finish a task or assignment or something, you just feel like I can do whatever. I can conquer the world. But yeah, and I worked out this morning, so feeling super productive. It's a Monday that I'm recording this, so yes, Monday, had to get up, get the work in. It's so funny because like when I work out, I do not take pre-workout. I see those memes where I'm working out off of like pain and sleep or something like that. That is me because I get up and just go straight to the gym. Get up, brush my teeth, wash my face, put my clothes on, and just go to the gym. Like I don't take pre-workout. I don't do that. So I'm like, yeah, when I'm in the gym, I'm like half sleep. I'm half sleep on the treadmill, half sleep on the Stairmaster. Those are the two forms of cardio I've been doing. But yeah, like I'll be half sleep. And then after the cardio, I wake up to do like the strength training and everything. But yeah, just having a productive day. And I hope you all are having a productive day as well. So as you can tell by the title, we're going to talk about comparison today because did I say comparison? We're going to talk about comparison today. I'm just going to get into, some things like about comparison. Comparison is a thief of joy. Like it really is because you compare yourself to somebody, you're looking over at somebody else, you're not focused on you. So we're definitely going to talk about that later on in the episode. At the beginning, I like to do a little bit of ramble. I don't talk about hot topics at the beginning of every episode, but sometimes I do. But we're gonna talk about a hot topic for the intro of this episode. Oh, before I get into that, I noticed because I had somebody ask me am I gonna do my podcast in seasons? I don't plan on doing seasons because I know some people do seasons and they'll stop for a month or two. I just want to keep going. I'll just upload. I'll upload every week, and on Thursdays I don't it's just an ongoing thing. I don't plan on taking a break for a season or anything. It's just an ongoing thing. So yeah, you can find me here every Thursday. Of course, I have my off weeks where I'm I just can't give the energy, but throughout these months, and yeah, we're here Thursdays, every Thursday. So yeah, I'm not gonna do seasons or anything. I'm just gonna keep going every Thursday. So yeah, tune in. Oh, another thing. So y'all, I know I talked about this 2 weeks ago, two or three episodes ago, about the concerts. I was going off on Beyonce tickets and Lil Wayne tickets or whatever. Oh yeah, and Drake. Oh my God, so much to say. Drake just announced his tour. It's been a week since he announced it now. Huh? Why are all these celebrities? I literally said this on the concert episode. You're taking my money. All these celebrities are trying to take my money. But start, before I just get on a rant, what I was gonna say at first was how I mentioned on the concert episode. I was like, oh, I missed the Lil Wayne tickets. They sold out in 2 minutes and everything, right? So Pharrell drops the lineup for the Something in the Water Festival. And I went to this festival last year. I did an episode on that too, talking about my experience and everything, and just my experience. And so yes, called Something in. I think I named it Something in the Water. The episode. There's Something in the Water. This episode from last year around May. I think it was in May. I recorded it last year. But yeah, tune into that if you want to know about my experience at the Something in the Water Festival for the first time. But Pharrell dropped his lineup for this year's Something in the Water. And y'all, my man is on the lineup. I knew it. I knew Lil Wayne was going to be somewhere at a festival, because one thing about Wayne, he pops out. Wayne will pop out at a club, a festival. He pops out. And then I was thinking for the Drake concert, I was like, ooh, I want to go to the Drake concert, because what if Drake brings out Lil Wayne? Like, what if Lil Wayne just pop out? Like, one thing I've noticed about him, like, over the years, like, he'll pop out. Like, that's why I was not really, like, too upset, like, about the actual, like, his concert, his tour, because I was like, I'm gonna see him at a festival. It's happening. It's gonna happen. So yes, it is happening, y'all. I get to see him next month in April at the Something in the Water Festival, and Summer Walker too. Y'all know if y'all don't know, I love me some Summer Walker. I feel like I've expressed that on the podcast. But yeah, love me some Summer Walker. So she's gonna be there. The lineup isn't like super lit, but it's lit enough for me to go. Like, I seen Jasmine Sullivan on there, Lil Durk is on there, Lotto is on there. So I'm like, I'm going. Like, I know people was complaining like, oh, the lineup is trash and all this stuff, but it's like, eh. And the tickets are steep. Like, they're not cheap tickets. Like, it's like $400. But I get to see my man, so I'm not even worried about it. And I don't mean to say like that, like, oh, I just got $400 to spend, but I planned, to see him, so this is my time. So yeah, that's a little like update. I get to see my man this summer, or this spring, next month, at the festival. And I don't even care if I don't see nobody but him. And what I liked was last year, I think I mentioned that in the podcast from last year too. Pharrell, he typed out, he put out like on Instagram, I think, the times that the artists were going to perform, so you knew where to be at what time. So I really like that. And then last year he had his festival in DC over some stuff that happened in Norfolk with the police and everything in Virginia, but he's back because he originally had it in Virginia, so he's back having it in Virginia Beach, Something in the Water. I'm going to see my man. And I've never experienced it in Virginia Beach. DC was the only one. So I'm excited to experience it in Virginia Beach because it's like more space. And, I feel like it's going to give festival vibes, like, for sure. So, yeah, got to get outfits for that. And I'm excited. So, yeah, this summer is just lit. Like, festivals, concerts. It's going to be a time. Brunches, day parties. The summer, it's going to be fun. Okay, so the hot topic that I wanted to touch on at the beginning of this episode is Ciara. Now, ever since she popped out with her see-through dress and her thong at the Oscars, was it the Oscars? Yes. At the Oscars, on the red carpet, the media has been in uproar. The media has been in shambles. And I don't get it because, like, everybody has an opinion. Of course, we all have our opinions. But it's like, people act like every time a celebrity pop out naked, people act like that's the first time it happens. That's what that is what gets me. It's like, y'all act like this is the first time a celebrity has popped out on a red carpet naked. Dang near. Like, this is not news. It's not anything new. Of course, like, and I feel like another thing too, people do that, like the celebrities pop out like that to get, attention. Like they want how can I say it? Like they want you to talk about them. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's another thing. Like, of course she's gonna wear what she wants to wear and whatever she feels comfortable in, but I feel like celebrities also do that to get a rise out of us, out of the fans. So I'm like, but people act like this is the first time a celebrity has popped up naked on a red carpet. Like, the media has been in an uproar. And another thing, I just feel like it's very played out to feel like a woman's outfit defines her as a woman. Like, I feel like that is old news. Like, that's just old. Like, I know, like, I've seen men comment, like, we expect more from our women. We expect more from, y'all expect what? And it be the most trash men that be having the most to say. But people, like, they say, oh, we expect more from our women. We expect y'all to hold yourself with some respect and all that kind of stuff. But men, and it, again, it's always been a double standard because men could do whatever, and it's like, oh, they're a man. It's always accepted. But oh, women should hold themselves to a higher standard and all that kind of stuff. I just feel like what a woman wears does not define her. Like, it's an outfit. Like, it's not even that serious. And like, people are like, oh, she's a certain type of wife. There's different kind of wives. Like, literally, y'all. And again, this is social media digging way too deep into something because she's a happily married woman. And that's the thing too. So it's like, okay, y'all had, if it was a single girl dressing like that, it would be like, oh, she's not wifey material. She's not that. Okay, so it's Ciara. She's a wife. Now what? Now it's a certain type of wife that she is, right? Now that's where they're going with it. Oh, it's a certain type of wife. It's like, really? Y'all gonna really dig deep into it, and it just really don't be that serious. One thing I like that celebrities do when the fans and everybody gives it attention, they do it more. So like, she uploaded some other photos, like she was just like a bodysuit and some heels. And like, she had some shades on and she legs out, booty popping, like the body on body. It was pretty much like, okay, y'all gonna talk about that? Let me give y'all something else to talk about. I love when celebrities do that because it's like, yes, like, who cares? Who freaking cares? And Ciara has been like a hot topic for a minute because she released this song. I don't even know what the song is called. I don't even know if I'll listen to it. I just literally see what people talk about on Twitter. I don't even think she released the song yet. I have no idea. But pretty much, it was like a snippet on Twitter where it was like, pretty much she's telling the single girls, like, go out, have fun, do you. You don't need a man. You're this, you're that. You're all that. You know what I'm saying? Just a single girl's anthem, like, pretty much. Like, a club banger, something like that. And everybody, again, coming for her because they're like, oh, you're a married woman, why are you promoting singleness, and why are you promoting people to stay single? You should be telling people on how to get a man and stuff like that. When it's like, okay, we all know Ciara make fun music. I feel like she had her, like, R&B where she's making, Promise and stuff like that, but like 1-2 Step and My Goodies and all that, like, she's had some fun bops, like music like that. So I don't feel like it's coming from her actually being like, oh, let me help the single girl stay single. But it's like, no, it's like, embrace your singleness if you're in your single season. Like, if you're single, it's no point of sitting there being sad and all the time. No, like, she's like, if you single, and that's the thing. She's not saying, like, I don't feel like she said you're gonna be single forever. I don't think she released a song, but it's just a snippet. Well, honestly, I don't even know if she released a song, y'all. I'm just talking about the snippet that she released on Twitter and Instagram. And I feel like it's just another case of people letting music influence them way too much because it's a song. It's going to be a club banger, like something for the girls to dance to, something for the girls to twerk to. It's not that deep. People was like, she need to tell us her prayer. She did. Ciara's prayer is on the end of Summer Walker's album, Still Over It. So she did tell us her prayer, y'all. She did. Like, she got Russell. She's a wife. She could do whatever she wants. And I just, because Ciara has been on my timeline for weeks. And people have been hating on her. So I'm like, yeah, keep doing your thing, Ciara, because love to see it. One thing about it, like, I like following celebrities, you know, and seeing what they doing and everything, but I don't sit there and let it affect me and, oh my God, like, bash them, talk negative and all that kind of stuff. It don't be that serious. Some people are really, like, affected and take it way too serious, and it really don't be that serious. It's social media. It's not that serious. And these celebrities, it just don't be that serious, y'all. But yeah, Ciara, she's doing her thing and she's looking great. She's looking great. The body, like I said, body on body. That has been I have been saying that for a minute now. The body on body. I say that every time. But yeah, so that was my little like hot topic rant for this episode, for the intro. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get into the affirmation for this week. Okay, so the affirmation this week is, my self-worth is high. I'm gonna say it again. My self-worth is high. Very short, to the point. It's self-explanatory. Like, believe in yourself, love yourself. Like, I feel like I say that a lot on my episodes, but it's so important to know your self-worth. Like, know what you're worth, know what you are going to deal with and not deal with, and just know yourself. Period. Okay, so for the products this week, and I said products with an S because I have two. So I have a lip balm obsession. Lip balm, lip gloss. Not really a lipstick girl. I have a couple lipsticks, but I'm more of a lip gloss, lip balm obsession. I'm looking right now and I have like 5 or 6. It's a lot, but I do keep them in different places. I think I said this before too. I keep them in different places though, you know, like in your purse, and one on the nightstand, one on the table, you know, in reach. Every time, with each room I go into, there's a lip balm. It has to be one there in each room I go into. Like, it has to be that in every place. So the two I'm going to talk about this week is, one is from Laneige and the other one is from Summer Fridays. Now, the one from Laneige, it took me a minute to get it because I have the Laneige sleeping mask. And I'm like, I have the sleeping mask, I don't need the lip balm. But it's actually a lip glowy balm. But actually, you do. You might not actually, but this is just me being dramatic and like, oh, you need both. You don't need both. One or the other. But I got it because I wanted it. And like I said, I have a lip balm obsession. It's the Laneige Lip Glowy Balm in the flavor berry. And honestly, nothing special about it. And with these lip balms, they're on like the higher end scale. Like, they're more expensive than like a chapstick from the drugstore. I got these two from Sephora. So they're a little more expensive. The good thing about expensive lip balms is they last so much longer on your lips. That's the best thing. And that's why I'm like, I really like a lip balm that lasts a long time on your lips, so you don't have to keep reapplying, even though I reapply. But with these two, I don't feel like I reapply it that much. But yeah, the Laneige Lip Glowy Balm, it's just like a lip gloss. It's like a mixture of a lip gloss and a lip balm. Gives you a nice sheen to your lips, a nice shine to your lips. And the Summer Fridays one too, same thing. This is the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm in the flavor. In the flavor vanilla. Oh yeah, both of these are like clear. They're like a clear payoff. It's no color. They do have some with color with both of these. I think the Summer Fridays have like 5 or 6 colors. Same with the Laneige. They have different color payoff ones. I just like clear. I don't want any color with those. yeah, I just love them. Got them from Sephora. And yeah, just good and moisturizing. One thing about it is no chapped lips over here. Over here, I'm set with that. Ain't no chapped lips. And yeah, I like Laneige. I'm starting. I love it. I got the lip sleeping mask, the lip glowy balm, and I have the overnight mask, like face mask. I have been feeling their skincare products. I don't know. But yeah, I've been feeling it. So yeah, those are my two products, the Laneige lip balm and the Summer Fridays lip balm. I want to try out the Summer Fridays jet lag mask. I feel like that's supposed to be good for like acne and hyperpigmentation. I want to try it. It's a little expensive. It's a lot of expensive. But I've just been in my like era of wanting to do better, not do better, but just try different things for my skincare. It's always something else you can try. Like I said, I love trying out products. I love talking about products. I love it. So yeah, if y'all want to try out the lip balms, 10 out of 10 would recommend. I said I was going to talk about the comparison, compare yourself, compare. I keep saying comparison. Why do I keep saying that? Comparison, and how like it could really make you upset. Like I said, comparison is a thief of joy. I think I'm going to name this episode that. Comparison is the thief of joy. Okay, so honestly, and this is if like you struggle with this. I feel like more people than you think would struggle with this, but I feel like it's something to talk about, especially in the era that we are in of social media and all the content that we have. So pretty much like stop comparing yourself to people. It's better said than done. But one thing about it, focus on yourself and the goals that you have set for you. Focus on you and your season. And honestly, have something in place to look forward to. Whether that be a trip coming up, any kind of beauty appointment, like a hair appointment, a facial, just have something. I feel like that's a lot of things too, where people be like, oh, this person has so much going on. This person has this person has that. Focus on what you have, because looking at somebody else's plate, you're going to starve. And that's just how I feel. Like, just focus. I feel like focus on what you have going on, so you don't have to worry about nobody else. You're too busy doing what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a person, if you find yourself comparing, like, just snap. And of course, like, nobody's perfect. I feel like we all like look at somebody, whether it's social media or somebody close to us or somebody in our family. We're like, oh, they doing this, that, and the third. Like, okay. But it's like always, focus on you and focus on everything that you have going on. And if you feel like you're not busy enough, make yourself busier. Trust and believe, it is so much to do out here. Make yourself busier. If you feel like you got too much time on your hands, get a second job or enroll in a class or something. That's what I do. If I feel like I have too much time on my hands, where I'm like, okay, because in my downtime, I like to, chill, scroll on TikTok, watch my YouTube videos. And if I feel like I've exhausted that, then I'm like, okay, I need to do something else. And that's what made me re-enroll into school, because I'm like, I just feel like I have too much time in my hands. Like, I feel like I've been scrolling TikTok for hours. Like, there's no reason on a regular basis you have the time to scroll TikTok for hours and hours and hours. Like, of course you have your off days or whatever, your downtime. But when you find yourself having too much downtime, and like, if you have stuff going on, you don't even have time to look at the next person. You don't have time to compare yourself. You're like, okay, I got this going on. Let me get up and go to work. Let me get up, do my homework. Let me get up, go volunteer somewhere, something. Let me go give back something. Like, there's always you could do to better yourself and make yourself more busy. And honestly, look for inspo. Like, one thing about me, I do that a lot. I look for inspiration, and with the people in my life and people, I follow, like, on social media. that put up like inspirational quotes and things you could do to 10 ways to make yourself better, 10 ways to always look for something to elevate yourself. Always look for something to elevate yourself, even though like sometimes it's like, okay, you probably like, okay, I went to school. Okay, I took my test. Okay, I got my cert. Okay, I'm working the job I want to work at. Now what? There's always something else. I just feel like there's always something else. Always look for something to elevate yourself. I feel like that's key too. Elevating yourself, no matter in what way it is. There's always a way to get to the next level. Another thing too, like everyone's walking in their own path. Everybody is in their own season. Like it's hard because it's like you can't look over at somebody else and what they're doing because they live a whole different life. Like as a person, if like a person that struggles with comparing themselves, like you look at the next person, like they live a whole different life. You don't know what they're doing, like what they're doing to me. Like that's the thing too. Like people always see the end product. People always see the end result, but you didn't see them struggling at first or struggling throughout the whole time, and now they on the top and now they making the money. That's the thing. People always see the end result. People always see people making thousands, millions of dollars, but you didn't see the grind and the struggle at first, because trust and believe it took a little bit of grind and struggle at least for a person to have gotten to where they've gotten. So you can't really compare yourself, especially when you're in two different parts of life. Like I said, everybody's in their own season. So if you're in a whole different season and you're looking at them like, oh, why, but they, even if you're, another thing too, if you're the same age too, that could be it too. You're like, oh, we're the same age, why are they there? I mean, different paths, different seasons. Working hard, having confidence, I feel like is key. That is something my mom has instilled in me from a tot. Little tater tot. Like that was my nickname when I was a baby. Not when I was a baby, when I was a kid. Tater tot. But anyway. But one thing about, she's always told me, be confident, believe in yourself, whatever you put your mind to, you can do it. Confidence honestly is an aura. Confidence is like a person, when a person is confident when they walk in a room. Like a confidence is just an aura. It's just a vibe. It's just, when a person is confident. So confidence is really key. That's like the header. Confidence when it comes to not comparing yourself, because once you feel like you that girl, can't nobody tell you nothing. Like once you feel like you're the it girl, can't nobody tell you nothing, and you're not looking over at nobody else at what they're doing. Like I said, social media is the number one culprit when it comes to comparing. It's so much content. It's so much information. It's a lot. And it could be, overwhelming. So it's like I mentioned before, if you see a person that's like the same age as you making millions of dollars, but you're like, okay, I have to think like, what did they do to get that million? Because I wasn't doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like every time I talk about like different things, social media is in there because that's just the era we live in, the world of social media. It's just so much. But I feel like always use social media, and that's how I use it, in a positive light. Like I wouldn't use it like, oh, she has that, like she has a big booty and a small waist, I'm gonna go get that. Like just look at it and be like, okay, body is snatched. Cool. You know what I'm saying? And again, like use it for inspo. Body snatched, I'm going to the gym. You know what I'm saying? Like just use it for inspo to better yourself. Again, it all goes down to bettering yourself too. Like don't look at it as a negative thing. And always remember too, social media, when you see stuff on social media, it's a snippet. it's 10 to 15 seconds or 2 to 3 minutes of somebody in their life. You don't know. You don't know. And it's been so many, like, I feel like it's been so many, like, documentaries and things that have come out where people are like, yeah, I get on social media and I laugh and I smile, but I'm depressed. Like, they get on there and they say, they just put on a facade. Even when, like, I know it was one YouTuber I watched a while ago. This was probably years ago. But she's like, I got on here and I would do my makeup and everything for y'all, but I, like, cried every day. Like she, like, yeah, like she'd be like, she got on there, did her makeup every day, but she said, like, she cried every day and stuff like that. So you just never know what people are going through. Like, social media is a photo dump, a snippet, a quick video of a person's life. You really don't know what people are going through past the social media image, because, and again, like, that's another thing always to think about when it comes to social media. I just feel like it's not even real. It's not real. It's real, but it's not real. Like, some stuff is real, what people post, like, it'd be some real stuff on social media, but a lot of stuff, it's just like, it's a post for the gram, it's a post for the vibes, it's a post for, it's just, yeah, like, definitely when it comes to social media. And I know it'd be hard. It's hard because it's like, yeah, you look at that stuff, people look at that stuff every day. And I'm gonna go back to when I, saying working hard and everything. I just feel like once you work hard, right? You're working really hard at something. You're consistent. And that's another thing too. Be consistent on what you're doing. Be consistent on what you're working on and the next step you're trying to get there. And make sure you have, like, a plan for yourself. Like, if you're working hard to get somewhere, you working hard to make your first M. You know what I'm saying? Make your first $500,000, like something. Make sure you have a plan to get there. Work hard, stay consistent, and all that. All the energy you put into yourself versus putting the energy into worrying about what somebody else doing or comparing yourself to someone else. Focus on yourself and work hard in that. I feel like if everybody focused on themselves, we would all, like, everybody would elevate. But you got people that's worrying too much about others and what other people are doing. It's just not going to work. Focus on you and make sure what you want to do and aligns with you. And that's another thing too. Like, you're looking at if a person is looking at somebody else and it don't even align with you, your goals, your values, your morals, it don't even align. That's another thing too to think about. Again, different paths, different seasons. If it don't even align to what you want to do and what you got going on. Another thing too, have a mentor. This, I think, is the last thing I have written down. Have a mentor. Have, like I said, have somebody you look up to. Have a mentor, because they can do that part and guide you. Like, if you feel like you need help, you feel stuck, you don't know what you want to do, and again, that's too much time to sit there and compare. Go get a mentor. Go get somebody that you look up to, a role model, something. So that way, that's another, thing to keep your eyes on the prize. Like, they can help you, give you the resources that you need and all that kind of stuff. If you need some positive words, positive self-talk, all that stuff. Like, definitely. Me personally, I don't have a mentor, and I've been thinking about this a lot. Like, I feel like I want a mentor. But yeah, I don't feel like I have one. I definitely feel like I want one. But I wrote that down too when it comes to, like, not comparing yourself. Because a mentor, you could look at them and be like, oh wow, I want to achieve that one day. Like, a mentor, even if they're, like, older than you, I want to achieve that one day. If they're higher in their career, yeah. So I feel like having a mentor too, it definitely helps when it comes to, like, keeping your mind off of others and keeping your mind off of comparing. And honestly, comparing yourself, it just makes you, it's just going to drive you crazy. Like, compare yourself drives you crazy. It makes you upset. It ruins your mood. Like, it's just like, comparing is just not, it's just not it. Like, just don't even, like, it's cool to, admire and be like, okay, yeah, I see you doing your thing. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in to another week. Be productive, be motivated, and do something great this week, this weekend. Do something great. And I will talk to you all next week. And remember, it's a lifestyle. Bye.